Basically, he went for a holiday. He's had a change of ticketing, so he's come back early. He has items in his bag that could be a risk to our border. There's some of the indicators we're looking at that he possibly could have a narcotic.
So I'm going to conduct a baggage examination.
Yep.
These are all your bags?
All mine.
Did you pack the bags yourself?
Yes.
Yep. So you know what's inside the bags?
I should do this.
You should, or you
I
do?
should. 100%. Yes.
Okay. What was the purpose of your
I'll be
travel?
living with family.
Family?
Yeah, I've been there for over 30 years.
30 years, okay. 30 years is a long time.
It's been a while.
So what did you get up to in Vietnam?
Nothing much. Boring.
Boring? So are you married?
Yes,
And children?
2 kids.
Yes, they didn't travel with you to
No.
visit? No? Okay. What do you do for work?
Bus driver.
Bus driver? How much do you earn as a bus driver?
About 1,000.
1,000 a week?
About.
So that's enough to support you and your family
For now.
for now?
Having already declared that he knows 100% of the contents of his luggage, the man now asks a surprising question.
Can I ask you a question? What's in that bag?
You tell me what's in the bag, do you know?
I don't know.
Do you know what's in the bag? I asked you before. Is it
You
food
didn't
item?
ask me. I thought it was some kind of noodles. kind of
Noodles?
thing, yeah.
Where did you get them from?
My auntie gave it to me to give it to my auntie over here.
Your auntie over
So I
here.
wouldn't know what they are.
And she told you it was noodles?
Yeah, I thought it's just noodles.
As officers examine the 2 items which the man claims to be noodles, it appears that he is not telling them the truth.
It's really heavy. Oh, that one you think? Can you feel that? His behaviour is just really consistent with someone who's bringing something back.
Just got to establish what that is.
Is it something serious?
I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to conduct some tests.
At this stage, there could be something in the food parcels themselves, but until we do further testing, we're not going to know.
A swab is now taken from the suspicious package to test for traces of illicit substances. Biosecurity detector dogs help intercept thousands of high-risk items each year, which potentially harbour dangerous diseases and harmful pests.
Whoa! You didn't notice all the ants on the fish when you come here to Australia? No?
A detector dog's sense of smell is thousands of times greater than that of a human, making them highly effective at locating organic matter.
Come on.
Today, in Sydney, detector dog Axel is about to go on duty. He will be screening the luggage of incoming passengers, including these travellers arriving from China. If Axel detects a target scent, he will stop and sit.
Yes.
Now the woman's luggage will need to be thoroughly inspected.
Bring your trolley with me, please. Come this way. The dog has smelt something in the bag. We're not sure what it is. So the dog handler has asked me to run it through the X-ray, and I can see organic images on the X-ray already. This item here, I would say it's a food item. I'm not sure what it is, but once I'll open the bag up, I'll know what it is.
The woman is travelling with her son, and they have both declared that they are not carrying any food or other organic matter.
Okay, I need to ask you some questions. Are these your bags?
Yes,
Do you have anything else to declare at all?
I know.
Okay.
But on opening the bags, it's confirmed that detector dog Axel was correct.
This food. You must say yes to food.
And the passengers have made a false declaration, which could incur a sizable penalty.
When he asked you the questions about any food, you said you understand, yeah? So this is food. Why did you say no?
A A swab test taken from items belonging to this man returning from Vietnam has failed to show traces of illicit substances. But officers still hold concerns that the man has something to hide.
Have you ever had any trouble with narcotics or been in any trouble with the police? He's a little bit fidgety. His answers and responses aren't what we would like to hear. He's not confident. It could be this or it could be that, I'm not sure. So there are all reasons for us to look a little bit further. You told the officer that these are not your noodles.
Yes, that's right. That's not mine.
And who did the noodles belong to?
This one, I was gonna give it to my auntie on my wife's side. Okay, the person that gave it to me is.
Who is the person that gave it to you?
It's her brother.
Okay, you obviously trust the brother to be bringing in.
Wow. You see, because I wouldn't expect anything. I mean, like, people ask you to bring, can you give this to her because it's family thing, and I thought it's food. So I thought.
Well, I hope you can trust your family members.
Well, if they're not, if you find something serious in there, my wife would be very upset.
Criminal syndicates have been known to prey on unsuspecting family members, using them to act as drug couriers.
What sort of noodles are they?
I wouldn't know.
So you're bringing in things from overseas and you don't even know what they are?
It's family. So
Okay, they're in your possession.
But
And you said you brought them out.
Yes, that's true. It is in my possession and all that, but I didn't know what they are.
Do you know how many times this happens to people standing like you are in this position? People have given them items of food
Yeah.
and it turns out there's something in it. So at this stage, the officer's going to, unfortunately, she's going to go through all your sealed packages to make sure there's nothing in there, okay? I might just x-ray one of each. Do you want this one? Yep.
Officer Stella will now x-ray the suspect packages. If they're noodles, as the passenger claims, they will appear orange. But narcotics are a more dense type of organic matter and will appear green.
It's supposed to be noodles. Why is it green?
Thanks to the help of detector dog Axel, biosecurity officers have located undeclared food in the luggage of this woman from China.
This food. You must say yes to food.
And it's not just food that is being discovered, but what appears to be a bag full of wood chips.
It's an unidentified plant material, and because there's no label, it's not commercially packed. And it's got a bit of weeds in it, so it's contaminated.
And that is not the only concern.
We actually found a insect crawling on the bag, and we will send it off to our entomology lab to get further tested and to see, identify what type of insect we have. This goes to show why it's a very big risk to Australia, because it introduces exotic pests and disease.
And suspicions are raised further as more undeclared items are discovered to be stashed in some odd places.
Okay, anything inside here? This item concealed inside the kettle. There is a lot of organic material in there, lots of freshly cooked food items, and I'm a bit concerned as to why they would conceal this in their bags, but inside other containers.
With the officers suspecting that the passengers are deliberately hiding items, attention is turned to a black and white jacket that the mother was trying to avoid having inspected.
The passenger was reluctant for us to have a look at this jacket.
And close analysis of the X-ray indicates that there may be a further concealment of hidden goods.
Obviously, she must be hiding something in there, so we want to see what it is inside.
Each year, millions of overseas packages arrive at Australia's international mail centres. While most deliveries are legitimate, there are others that are cleverly used to smuggle a wide range of illegal items into the country.
There's definitely a concealment in there, yeah, you can feel it.
And although some concealments are extremely sophisticated,
we can see there's something shining in the weave in the fabric here.
Looks like we've got an alarm for cocaine.
other attempts are very basic.
So I'd expect to see body wash inside here, but immediately I can see some kind of package.
Today in Brisbane, Officer Warren is about to X-ray a parcel arriving from the USA, which has been referred to him for secondary inspection.
I can see why they referred this. There's a little bit of an anomaly in the middle of the package. Different colour, different texture to everything else that's around it. So we'll just open it up and have a further look and see what we can find in there. It's like a present for someone. There we go. Teenage Ninja Turtle Deluxe set. It's come out of Las Vegas in the United States. It's just like a child's toy set full of textures, pencils. I can feel a little bit of a lump here under the pad. So we'll just have a look at what's under there. And there it is. That's what we would have seen on the X-ray, hidden in underneath. It's just a foil packet. I can feel crystals inside the foil packet. I'll take that into the deconstruction room, have a look at what we've got and do some testing on it.
In Sydney, this woman has been caught smuggling in an item of major biosecurity concern.
This is bird's nest. I had a suspicion looking at the X-ray that it was bird's nest.
Edible bird's nest is made from the spit of a small bird and is considered a delicacy in Chinese cuisine, fetching up to $3,000 per kilogram. But its importation into Australia is strictly prohibited.
It's a deliberate concealment.
It definitely concealed. They didn't want us to find it.
That's right. It's a high risk coming into the country.
You know, we've had bird's nest, avianza, flu, not that long ago. This is what we're protecting our bird industry, our poultry industry. So bird's nest is the definite out.
And the situation becomes even more serious as yet another high-risk prohibited item is found to be concealed in the jacket.
Not only do they have bird's nest, we've got these cordyceps, which are probably straight out of a market area.
Cordyceps are a parasitic fungus used in Chinese medicine to improve sexual drive and virility.
And this poses a risk because of the bacteria contained in the item.
We've got some more bird's nest, which was also concealed in one of the bags over here, inside the clothing. And lying at the bottom of the bag under all the clothing, it's a whole fish. The heads are still on, the internal organs are intact. There's probably maggots crawling in and out of this right now.
Prohibited and infested items like these present enormous biological risks, which is why the penalties for their importation can be severe.
The thing that I'm worried about is that these items can be prosecuted. They can be prosecuted and it could go into the thousands of dollars. I have a hard decision to make right now, whether to fine them or to prosecute them.
And there it is.
Australian Border Force suspect that a silver package discovered taped to the underside of a child's drawing set contains a large amount of dangerous narcotics.
Now I will take this. I will weigh this and see what we've got here, how many grams we're talking about. Yeah, quite a lot there, looking at 64.7 grams. Here we have it, some beige crystals. I'm sure it's not a kid's toy. I'd hate to be trying to control the kid that's playing with that one.
A swab of the packet will help to determine if the substance is as deadly as it looks.
Right, there you go, it's methamphetamine. So you never know what you get. Based on the iron scan reading and the look of the product, we'll be referring this to the AFP.
This passenger returning from Vietnam has admitted to carrying unknown food items over the border for a family member.
I thought it was some kind of noodles. Noodles? Yeah.
X-rays normally show food items as orange-coloured, but when his package is scanned, there is a clear problem, as it's definitely not what he thinks it is.
It's supposed to be noodles. Why is it green? There's the rest of his food, which is quite consistent of food being orange, but why do you reckon it could be green?
Doesn't quite look like noodles.
Doesn't look like noodles, does it?
No.
Okay, these items of food look okay on the X-ray. Unfortunately, these do not.
Telling me the test.
It doesn't look normal. You've got an opportunity to let us. Do you want to tell us anything about these items?
No, as I said, I don't know what they are. I thought it was food given to me by someone.
By someone. You keep saying by someone.
Uncle.
By someone, it's telling me.
Because it means that it's not personally to me.
Why would you accept something?
It's a family. Yeah, obviously it's not look good. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because this is so ridiculous that if it comes out something which I honestly don't know anything about it.
As far as I'm concerned, that was your suitcase, your box. You told the officer you pack your bags yourself. You know what's inside.
I know what's inside, but I don't know what they are. It's a family thing. How could they do anything to me? So that's the only reason why I
can. Again, have you ever had any problems with the police? Have you ever dealt with narcotics? Have you taken narcotics in the past? Because we have some concerns, I'm going to caution you now that you do not have to say or do anything. Anything you say or do may be held in evidence. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I'm now going to take these and have them further tested, okay?
More tests?
More tests, okay?
Secondary testing will now be conducted to confirm what exactly is contained in these highly suspicious parcels. Border Force officers suspect that packages in this man's possession may be concealing an illicit substance. Extensive secondary testing to determine what that substance is has now been completed.
Okay.
All good?
Fortunately for you today, it is good.
So what was it?
And you are
guys.
actually very lucky because somebody was able to identify this. It's actually seaweed.
Seaweed. Oh.
And it's heavily coated with salt. And that's what's giving the green appearance on our X-ray.
Okay.
Now, the confusion set in when you told quarantine officers, I'm carrying noodles.
Yeah, fair enough.
You understand?
I didn't.
You didn't know what you were carrying.
They are, yeah.
Now, what would you have done if I said that's full of heroin? And I could have come back and said that because you had no idea what was in your bag.
My heart would fall out, for sure, because...
You now wouldn't be going out to see your wife or your children. You'd be going to Mascot Police Station.
Well, thank you.
So for today, all the best. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Please be careful.
I still learned that lesson. I'm not gonna, in future, it's not gonna happen again.
Okay.
Take things. That's not right.
Man is now free to keep his seaweed and cross the border, having learnt a valuable lesson.
Thanks, guys.
They had the bird's nest hidden inside the bags.
Right.
And inside the pockets as well.
This mother and son arriving from China have been caught with a large amount of high-risk items deliberately concealed in their belongings.
The main concern for us is our agricultural industry in Australia, and having travelled before, they know the rules.
The passengers are now facing a large fine, even prosecution.
It's quite clear to me that you can actually speak English and you and I can communicate. So tell me, why did you not declare any of these food items on this card?
I don't know for this one, what to do.
Well, you have whole fish. You have bird's nest. This bird's nest was hidden inside your jacket. Why did you hide it inside the jacket?
I don't know what going into the jacket.
Yeah. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. You're going to be fined $340 for not declaring these items. My colleague and I have discussed it. You're lucky you're not going to be prosecuted. The consequences can be much more than $340. That could be thousands, even imprisonment. Do you understand?
Yes.
What you did today was very wrong.
Okay.
With their exotic goods being confiscated, along with the cost of their fine, it's an expensive lesson for this mother and son.